Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so happy, and it's silly, but I am happy today because my phone is working again. I backed up all of my information and photos into the cloud, and now I can record my videos on my phone again. If you watched my last 3 videos, then you would have noticed there's a difference in how the other videos turned out. Especially the last one, it was really dark, and I didn't notice that until I loaded up the video. But and I couldn't do anything about it to change the lighting of the video, but I'm just happy to have my phone working again. And it's an iPhone, but it's not even a newer iPhone. It's an iPhone 11, but it is so much better than my camera, and I'm so happy. Anyway, I wanted to get into a discussion with you about why I don't care what people think about me anymore. Woo, that's a mouthful. And I think that that's a good point to a good subject to talk about today, because so many people care about what other people think about them, and it impacts their lives. They really don't realize that they think like that, and they don't realize that it impacts their lives, because we put so much emphasis on what people outside of ourselves think, what society says, what our friends may think, what our parents may think, what, the world thinks. And that's a dangerous way to think, because it puts other people in control of you than yourself. And so I see this all the time in our society, people online with social media influence. That's the world, that's the outside. But it is important that we learn to put ourselves as the most important person in our lives. Not that you don't care about your family, you don't care about your friends, you don't care about your children, you don't care about whoever is important to you. You care about them, but you care about yourself more, or you care about what you think about yourself more, and that's important. We've been given a tool that is so amazing, so magnificent, that we take it for granted because it was given to us free. But some of the most important things that we have are things that was given to us free. God gave us the human mind, and that mind is the most amazing tool that we can have. The only thing is, people don't realize the value, the impact of having that tool. And the more you pour into it, the more it provides back to you. See, that tool is something that functions more when it knows more. It's like a garden. I've said this many times on many of my videos. Your mind is like a garden that you plant seeds in, but it's thoughts that work in this case. Thoughts are the seeds, your mind is the garden. You plant thoughts, you plant words, you plant things into your garden. And if you continue to think those thoughts about those things that you plant, then it becomes a habit. And once it becomes a habit, it becomes a part of your belief system. So the things you think about yourself, if you're thinking, I'm never going to be successful, nobody likes me, nobody loves me, I'm so fat, I'm so this, I'm so that. Those are seeds, those are seeds, those are seeds, those are seeds that you're planting. They're going to eventually take root, and then it becomes a part of your belief system about yourself. And then you walk around feeling that way about yourself, and it's not a conscious thing that you're aware of, because the mind that the seeds go into is your subconscious mind. That is the default program that's running the show. And the show is your life, how you behave, how you interact. So if you planted all these negative seeds about yourself throughout the years into that subconscious mind, then that's the program. That's the default program that you're running on. And that's what's making you look outside of yourself for validation, looking to other people for your self-worth, looking to them for confirmation of who you are. But you have to start planting seeds of, I'm powerful, I'm a badass, I can do it, I love myself. All of those are seeds that you need to plant about yourself into your mind until it becomes repetition, until it becomes a habit, until it becomes a part of your belief system. Why I don't care about what other people think about me is because I planted seeds in my mind. I had to uproot a lot of seeds that I had planted before. So once you uproot or deprogram yourself, take out the old belief system, put in a new, plant more seeds that confirm the way you feel about yourself, then it becomes a habit. Then it becomes, a part of your belief system. And then you practice those things in life. It sounds simple, but when you're not aware of how it works, you won't practice that. But it's as simple as that. You see these children who know the songs, the rap lyrics, or who can move. They hear the song, the words. It's planted into their minds, and they can repeat it. But people have to be careful about the seeds that they're planting in the minds of children. They become products of their environment. If that environment dictates hearing negative words, hearing cursing, hearing, negative things about themselves, then that dictates how that child is being raised, how the garden is being, the seeds are being planted, and the outcome, you can't blame a child because the children don't raise themselves. They have to be governed until they get to a position in life where they can govern themselves. But you have to plant the kind of seeds in your mind that will dictate the type of person that you want to be. Once I became aware of how I felt about myself in the past, I had some work to do. And I'm still working. As long as you live, you're going to always be in the process of. And so I'm in the process of planting more seeds, the seeds that I want to harvest, and taking out and weeding out the old, weeding out the old, weeding out the old. So take out that old belief system, override it with new information, a new program, have that positive, that good program running in the background, and you'll begin to practice it. That's that default program that's running the show. 95% of who we are is our subconscious mind, the information that's been fed into our minds over a period of time. And whenever you see somebody that wants to change that, wants a new life, wants a new beginning, that's that 5% of that conscious mind. Say, okay, I'm going to do this. I want to change. I want a better life. But that subconscious mind is right there waiting for you to try to make changes. And it will try to stop you because, believe it or not, subconscious mind is a mind that wants to protect you. But even if you're running a program the wrong way, it still wants to protect the program that exists. So when you try to change it and put in new stuff, it will do things to sabotage to keep the status quo. That's why you might hear somebody say, well, I'm too tired. I'll do it tomorrow. I can't do it today. Or, it's not going to work. That's that subconscious mind trying to interfere, trying to get things done, or trying to wreck the program that you're trying to inject. It wants to maintain the status quo. It wants to make you comfortable with the way things are. So whenever you try to make a change, it's not going to be easy because that old system that's in place wants to keep things the way they are. It wants it to be comfortable. It doesn't want disruption. When you're bringing in new stuff, it's disrupting. But disruption is good if you're trying to put good stuff in. So it does not matter to me what people say about me, because I've got enough information about myself that I know it doesn't matter. What I think about myself is more important than what society says, what family says, what friends says. As long as I'm not doing anything that takes away from somebody else or interfering with somebody else's life or doing something negative against somebody else. It is in my best interest to do things that serves me and serves other. I don't make a conscious effort to hurt anyone, to bring harm to anyone, or to do something against anyone. So since I'm running on that program, I know what other people say about me won't interfere with the program that I have built for myself. It doesn't matter. You can say I'm too fat. You can say I'm too dark. You can say that it doesn't matter because you're a woman. All of that stuff it's not really even my business. What you say about me is none of my business because it doesn't interfere with my life. That's your problem. That's your mess. You deal with that. I'm dealing with trying to navigate through my life, trying to get things done the way I want to do, trying to maintain my art website and my t-shirt website, and to become or not become, to be a productive human being that contributes to this world in order to leave something behind. It doesn't matter what somebody says about me. I'm confident in who I am and what I believe, and someone else's interpretation of me does not matter. Now, to get to that point, woo, that was a long road, because I thought just the opposite of me. Because of, there are many factors that led me to think the way I thought about myself. But the important thing is to weed out those old beliefs about yourself and put in new beliefs. You have to give yourself supporting information information that supports the person that you want to be. You have to pour into your mind information that will allow you to think better of yourself. Read books about self-esteem. Get a mentor. Talk with somebody. Talk with a counselor. Just position yourself to receive good information about yourself, and never let someone's opinion about you affect how you feel about yourself. That is not their job to tell you what you should do, how you should feel, how you should look, how you should behave. That's an inside job. That's an internal thing that you have to deal with. You know, it took me a long time to get to this point. And what's so funny is my mother is a very confident woman, but I don't know why I didn't inherit how she carries herself or how she feels about herself. Well, yeah, I do. There's many factors, but I just wish some things are inherited, some things are genetics, but I didn't have that genetic confidence from her. But my mother is an identical twin, and she and her twin had been told all of their life that they were beautiful. And so those seeds went into their mind, and it built their confidence about themselves. They were these twins that had this long hair and that everybody thought was beautiful. And so people poured into their subconscious mind, those words, just confirming things about themselves that was positive and that was good for them. So that guided their self-esteem in terms of how they felt about themselves. But if you have to start being aware of the words that are being said to you, and who you are allowing to pour into you. People are saying negative things to you about yourself. Then you begin to take that word as if it's true, and it doesn't have to be true. When you hear somebody saying that, sometimes you believe it and you pour into that with your thoughts, thinking that it's true. Other people shouldn't determine who you are or what you feel about yourself. That is your job. So you got to go to work in planting those seeds that are necessary to shape your vision of yourself, your perception of yourself, your knowledge of yourself. Don't let people pour into you if what they're pouring into you is negative and poison. If it doesn't suit you, if it doesn't fit who you want to be, don't accept it. You know, you have to pour into yourself words that are uplifting, words that are encouraging, words that are powerful, words that will build you. And even if you have to pour into it yourself, if people are saying negative words to you about you, don't accept it. You know, once you accept it, it goes into your subconscious mind. But anyway, I just wanted to talk and tell you why I don't care what people say about me. And it's just not important. You know, I take information, weed it, and see if it's something that's useful to me. If it's not, then it goes out to trash. So stop letting people pour into you information that doesn't serve you. If it doesn't serve you, it's useless. If it serves you, it's useful. So on that note, believe that you are a powerful human being and that God has created you to be powerful and to be a productive human being who has something to contribute to your life and to maybe the life of others. On that note, I'm going to stop here. Tell you guys, don't forget to like. If you like what I've had to say today, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to share this with somebody who you think could use it, who may have low self-esteem. Remember, I used to be an extreme introvert, someone that doesn't talk. My mother still is shocked to this day that I can go on and on and on and on. I heard her tell my cousin once, you know, and you, to your parents, sometimes you never grow up. She said, this child left here not opening her mouth when she moved to Atlanta. Now she's back and she can't shut the hell up. Because, I mean, it was a joke at the time when she said it, but it's true. My cousin said, well, she's found her voice. And that's how she looked at it. I look at it as now I have something to say. You know, I've poured into myself. I've done the work. I'm doing the work. So now I want to share with others who may, everybody, you know, may not be receptive of it, but someone who may need some help, you know, to lift themselves up. Anyway, leave me a comment if you like this. I will see you on my next video. Until then, peace.